Let's do it. Ain't Got It Yet podcast, episode 56. I'm your host, Michael Flix. My guy Dion is back. Jasmine's back for the second time. How y'all doing? Everything good?
Good.
Yeah, everything's smooth.
Why y'all be so low energy to start the pod? Wake your game up.
Because you gotta
try and ease your way.
Yeah, you gotta ease your way into it.
I feel it. I hear y'all had a good Memorial Day weekend. What y'all get into?
Yeah, mine was straight for the most part. We had a game yesterday that we ended up losing, a playing game that we ended up losing.
That was yesterday?
Season, yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, like, it was smooth. It was a smooth weekend. Spent time with the family. Barbecued. Went to swim, so it was smooth.
I feel it. No big parties. No turn up outside. You was just with the fam.
Just with the family.
I feel it. Yeah, I was outside a little bit. What you get into, Jazz?
I got into a whole lot of sleep.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It was amazing. I slept a lot, watched a lot of TV, cleaned up my house.
What was you watching?
I started watching this show called Evil.
What's that on?
Netflix. It's actually kind of like...
What's it about?
It's like the cross between being Catholic and believing in like demons and stuff versus like the psychology of it.
Sheesh.
Yes.
Yeah, it sound like something crazy.
You know what I actually
wild.
watched over the weekend? I don't know the name of it, but Tubi did a doc on Diddy. And I was watching that.
For
Oh,
real?
no, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Tubi did a doc on Diddy.
They pulling out stuff from like 1990 on this. Like, it's crazy, but I don't really want to get into it because that shit was crazy though. My Memorial Day weekend was good though, bro. Mine was good. I was pretty much downtown all weekend. Friday night. Did I do anything Friday night? I think Friday night. I think Friday night I met EA out somewhere, and then Saturday, my guy Ryan had his brunch at the CeeLo rooftop, and then we went to the all black party. I worked at the all black party.
I was supposed to be
That
there.
was yesterday?
That was Saturday. Yeah. It was dope. It was fly as hell. It was really dope. The R&B block party is usually pretty fun, but this one was like, I don't know if it's because it was like the 5th year anniversary or because it's Man's birthday or whatever.
It was his birthday.
It was fly as hell. It was fly. My guy Ryan was up there hosting, had the mic on, 2 chains on, and a black shirt, was killing him out there. I was like, look at my nigga up there. It is dope. I like seeing stuff like that. Y'all can't see Ryan. He taking pictures behind the scene right now. When I first met him, he had the camera in his hand, but he was telling me how, like, he was like, I want to host though, bro. Like, I want to be a nigga on stage with the microphone, like, hyping the crowd up and everything. So to watch my guy do that was fly. That was dope as hell.
He usually do that anyway, just by dancing.
Yeah. Hella. Yeah, he be going. I remember it was one time, I ain't even told you this before. I was like on my way like to the back of Courtyard to like take some pictures there. And there was just 3 mad pretty girls. It's like, oh, look at him. I was like, what are they talking about? Turn around, they talking about this nigga over there dancing. I was like, we gotta knock it up down. Now let me stop. Yeah, and then what else I do? So that was Saturday, and then Sunday. What did I do Sunday? Oh yeah, Sunday I went to Rhythm and Brunch at Wicked. That was really dope. Kalan for real was there. While he was on stage performing, a fight broke out, bro. Like, that's crazy. 5 feet from him. But then check this out. I was telling them, the fight broke out, and then the DJ threw on "Not Like Us," and nobody cared about that fight no more, bro.
For real?
I've never seen something like that happen at a party, bro. It was wild, but I was like, that nigga Kendrick, that nigga different with it. And it was a full on, like, I guess I won't say that. Like, other people was like trying to get in the fight. Like, it was about to turn into some real shit. Yeah. And then like one dude kind of like got like pushed, and you couldn't like see him behind like the DJ equipment and stuff. And then the DJ just threw on "Not Like Us," and everyone turned away from the stage and found somebody to turn up and party with. I never seen nothing like that, bro. It was amazing. Like, every DJ need to make sure he got that ready for when the fight break out.
Yeah, I want to change.
And then what I do? And then on Monday I went to the Padres game. It was really dope. I got to sit in the home run deck. I knew to do that throughout the first pitch, so he bought out like the home run deck and like invited a bunch of people that he know. It was dope. Sitting in the home run deck, it's fly. You get like unlimited free food the whole time, drinks. All you really got to buy is alcohol. Everything else is paid for. So I went to the Padres game, then went to a little kickback with my friends, and got stuck downtown till almost 5 a.m. and then went back to Esco. I'm dog ass tired right now. I ain't gonna hold you, but we're here to do the pod, so energy up. We having a good time. Man, y'all ready to jump into these topics? Y'all even sound so turned down. Y'all niggas need naps, huh? Let's do it. I guess let's get into it. Let's do it. How many times do you invite somebody somewhere I'm sorry. How many times do you let somebody flake on you before you stop inviting them places? Because I feel like, I don't know. I got a couple people that I'm like, I like kicking it with them. I like going out and like doing things. I prefer to do everything by myself these days anyway. But I got like a couple people that I enjoy like going out with and kicking it with and all of that. But it'd be like I'm to the point now where I'm like, I don't even think I'm gonna ask this nigga to do nothing no more because he just be flaking. But that's the homie though, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to not invite him and stuff when it's like when something fun about to happen, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. I think I must not invite the nigga no more because he always saying no or something happened and you just can't go. What y'all think? How many times y'all let somebody flake before you stop inviting them somewhere?
I don't really go out that much.
No, it doesn't have to be like, it could be like to anything. Like to go to the movies, like to go to dinner. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be necessarily like out like that. Or I guess just hypothetically, since you don't go outside, like hypothetically.
To be honest, like if I'm inviting somebody somewhere, it's somewhere I know they'll go, so I don't really have to worry about them flaking. But I just won't invite him.
Oh, that's what that was. Like, you waiting on him to talk? Oh, okay.
No,
You be flaking, Dion?
Nah, I be late
every
though.
now and then.
I be late as hell.
Yeah, I'm usually late to things too. I'm trying to get. I've actually gotten better at it. I've gotten a lot better, but I still got some work to do for sure. Why are you always late to stuff?
Because I don't even try to be. I don't know.
We put on his Sunday's best.
I don't even like try to. I don't even. It's not. I don't even like. I'm like unapologetically late. Not in a rude way.
That's not a good thing, bro.
But like because I don't know. I don't have an explanation for it. I really don't. I just like because like how I feel is like I think I'll be like having enough time to get to where I get to, but it's always something that I'll be like missing. So okay, let's say it be that. Like when I leave the house, like there's something that I'm like that I didn't grab, something that I feel like I need to have, like, and I'm like, damn, all right, let me go back real quick, like. And that's really why I'd be late. But other than that, I'm late like 5, maybe 10 minutes, you know? But if it's later than that, it's most likely because I forgot something at the house.
Yeah, I'm typically late to stuff. I only started getting better at it because like I work for myself and people book me to do stuff. And then more specifically, it'll be like a basketball game. So it's like if it starts at 7, it starts at 7. Mm-hmm. And nigga might go crazy in the first quarter and that be his best moment in the game, you know what I mean? So you got to be there. I've definitely had a few times where I was late to a couple of games and a couple of dads that was paying me was like, bro, like, ain't this what you do? Like, how does this? Oh, that shit is embarrassing. But nah, I've gotten a lot better. My biggest thing is I always underestimate how much time it's going to take me to do things.
Yeah.
What are we considering flaking though? Like, is it just like not showing up without a heads up, or like giving a heads up and not showing up?
Good question. I think flaking is saying you're gonna go, but then end up not going. I think that's a flake.
Like without giving a heads up that you're not.
I think
gonna
either
go?
way.
Really?
I think either way.
Oh well, I'm a huge flake. I really am. Like, cause it'll be like Monday and somebody be like, hey yo, we gonna do this weekend. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. What's up? And then the weekend comes and I'm in bed and somebody texting me at like 7, like, hey, we still going? And I'm like, I just laid down, like my bonnet on. I'm not getting up. No. Like, but I usually tell them like ahead of time, like, yeah, I'm really not feeling it. And two, like, I feel like it depends on my mood too. I don't like to go anywhere and I'm not like in the mood to do whatever I'm about to do, because then I'm just not gonna have a good time, and the people around me not gonna have a good time. So, but I definitely be getting some backlash for it. It's all good.
For not going places?
Yeah. Or like when I do go and I'm not having a good time, like they be like, yo, why you not having a good time? Like, why you? I told you I wasn't in the mood, but I still came just because. Like,
speaking of going places and not having a good time, I've gotten really good at the Irish goodbye. I'm like a professional at leaving and not telling nobody that I'm about to leave or that I am leaving.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm really good at that now.
You shouldn't do that.
That's rude.
Well, I mean,
I feel like if I show up somewhere by myself, I don't owe it to nobody to tell anybody that I'm leaving.
What do you mean? Like you meet people there?
No, I almost never meet it. The places that I go, I know I'm gonna see people there that I know. Like when I go to the block party, I know I'm gonna see at least 5 people.
But you don't go like say bye to them when you leave? You just leave?
it depends. If I feel like it, I will. But sometimes I just up and leave. Yeah.
When you say you go by yourself, like you're not meeting people, you just showing up by yourself.
Yeah. Like I don't meet people. I see people there. Like I don't call anyone and be like, "Hey, you want to go to Soul Sunday?" Because I know I'm gonna see a bunch of people that I know there. Yeah. So and so when that happens,
then that's fair.
Yeah. Like I don't. Yeah.
I mean, it's different if you hit up people or somebody hits you up and be like,
Yeah, I
"Hey,
thought
like
that's what you meant.
let's meet up here," and then you show up and then just disappear like 45 minutes in.
You know what? I read in a book a long time ago that the just leaving a party like unexpected. Like actually, I read in the book it says like you're supposed to like leave an event or a party at like the height of the fun, and just leave and don't tell anybody. And that makes you like more memorable. And people are like, oh, like where did Mike go? And I've been doing that, and I definitely people be like, yo, where was you at? Like, hey, we was at the thing. You want to come to this? And people definitely like was like, oh shit, it was something fun, and you was supposed to be there, so we got to make sure you're a part of this too. You know what I mean? Definitely for sure. And I would have never thought, because when I read it in the book, I was like, I don't know if I would care to see somebody over and over that like when the party get popping or like when the fun is really happening, they just not there. I'd be like, well, that nigga missed out. But nah, people really be doing that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep moving like that. I don't think I'm gonna ever go back to like letting people know. Like no, there's a few people. Like when I go to Soul Sunday, like Blake, the creator of Soul Sunday, I always try to make sure I speak to him before I leave, just because he always shows love. The drummer, shout out, I know him. One of my homegirls. But yeah, other than that, and I know like damn near everybody there. But other than that, I don't really speak to nobody before I leave. I just dip. I do that everywhere now too.
Just get up and get on.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it, man.
My homeboy is like that, but he'd be like that like while we in the room, while all of us chilling in the room. Like he'll just get up and leave. Or some like he'll just leave, and then we'd be like, wait, where Davion at? And then the whole time he gone, he didn't even tell nobody. Or we'd be chilling talking like after school, and he'd be like, all right, and just get up and leave. Like I'm like, bro, hold on, wait, we talking, we over here because we just be popping shit. So it's like he'd be like that. Then again, would just get up and leave.
I feel like it's so
like,
easy for men though to just get up and go. Like y'all ain't gotta worry about nobody trying to take y'all or something.
Oh, I see. So,
like I get up and leave. My girl's like, yo, you okay? Like, where you at? Like, where'd you go? Are you alive?
Speaking of that, like women having to worry about things like that, I saw it was either like an article or I read it in a magazine. Like no, it was at the dentist. I was reading it in a magazine. They surveyed over a few thousand, a couple 100,000 women, and they asked them if like there was no worry of danger, what's something that you would love to do if you didn't have to worry about any danger. And like 70% of them just said take a walk at night. That's something I never considered. It was like go for a walk or like take a jog at night or just like do something outside, like, you know what I mean? Just enjoy themselves outside by themselves. And I never thought about that, bro. Because as a man, you don't think about that. You like, if it's in like a dangerous area, you think like, all right, something happened.
That's what I was saying, because that's what I think. Yeah, but when was the last time you walked outside by yourself at night?
I do it pretty much every weekend. I live downtown.
I mean, but that's because you like. So would it be considered? So if you anytime you go home, because you stayed on there like you said, so you got to get out your car and walk like to.
I don't even really bring the car when I'm down there, because you can walk to everything. So that's what I'm saying. I really walk to everything when I'm downtown.
I guess that's the exception. I'm thinking about somebody that stayed like a house or something. Like,
I see.
Why would you go for a walk outside at night?
Well, just because
in the neighborhood.
Well, just because sometimes like at night, that's when like, you know, the air is like clear. It's just like a nice night outside. You might want to just be outside. But as a woman, you can't.
Nah, hell, I don't even think.
They surveyed a bunch, like hundreds of, like thousands of women.
I believe you on that, but I'm saying like, as far as like, you think men? I don't even think men would want to like go jogging at night.
Well, because we can. That's the point. Like we can. So that's not anything we think like I would love to do that, because we can anytime we want.
Okay, yeah. So you think that women just, because I don't. So is it like a thing that women want to do, or that was just something that they? Because is it saying like that's something that women want to do but they can't do?
Yeah, or think of if you're a woman that's like really like into her fitness, or like she likes to go for a jog. When it gets dark, that's just part of the day that she can't do that activity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if it's like I had a busy day and I didn't get my jog in, I just can't do it now only because it's dark. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get you.
I never, because I don't have any brothers. Like my you know what I'm saying, my mom was in the house with my dad's job to take care of her. So I never even thought about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was with my mom, I always tried my best to keep her safe. But what I'm saying is I grew up in a house with boys, with men. So I never, like, thought about really ever until I got married, really. I never really thought about the things that, like, women had to, like, worry about or deal with inside or outside the house. I never really thought about it. Had me tripping out after I got married. I was like, dang, I probably should have took some time doing this, because I had plenty of girlfriends, and, like, you know, I was always around, respectfully, like, I was always around girls and stuff, but, like, living with a woman and, like, every day, and, like, it definitely took some getting used to. You ever live with a girl?
Have I ever lived with a girl? Yeah.
Either you guys ever lived with your mate before?
Yeah.
I'll leave it alone. I was about to ask another question, but that's getting people business. How is it a current situation for either of you right now?
No.
Is that a situation that you would prefer, or would you prefer to live alone?
Yeah, if you had asked me this question like maybe 3 years ago, I would have said with my mate. But now, like, I like my space. I like living alone. Like, every now and then, I'm like, it's lonely as shit in here. Like, I need somebody to lay next to me. But, like, I like my space. I like to be able to roll over in my bed and walk around the way I want to walk around.
You can't walk around how you want to walk around if your man is there?
I mean, you can, but it's like,
It's a little different.
I don't know. I feel like it's like you're conscious of every movement you make with your partner there. But, like, yeah, but without them, it's just like, I'm not conscious of anything. Like, literally everything that you do.
If this is, like, the person you love and who you obviously cohabitating with, what is there to be conscious of, like, when you're at home?
I feel like there's a time period where even in your relationship, people still have, like, just for lack of a better term, like, still have their guard up. And not to say that, like, that's, like, preventing anything, but just, like, in the back of your mind, like, I know it's kind of, like, weird as shit, but, like, before you, like, fart in front of your girl or whatever, you, like, damn, I don't know if I should do this. I should probably go to the bathroom or something.
What?
But, like, when you in the crib by yourself, like, it don't really matter.
Maybe I'm just different. Once it's established that, actually, let me choose my words here. I was about to say, once we either have established that we're going to be a couple, and or we've already seen each other naked, like, what is there to be? In my opinion, like, what is there to be? It's
different for women, though.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because maybe she's not, like, comfortable with her body.
And I get that.
Or, like,
I get that.
Maybe she looks a certain way, like, when she's in public, but at home she look like somebody you never thought she would look like, or, like, you know.
My ex-wife, when we first started dating, and actually early on in the marriage, like, when she would change in front of me, she would still be like, like, acting like she had, like, the public pool. I'd be like, my nigga, what are you doing? Like, stop! What are you doing? Like, I would get offended by that. I'm like, nigga,
I would too, lucky.
what are you doing? Like, you don't
It's a
need
woman
to do that.
thing. Like,
I guess so.
I don't.
it's always going to be like that little bit of consciousness. Well, for women, I guess. That little bit. Like, you can be comfortable. You could do, like, the weirdest shit in front of your partner, but, like, there's going to be something that you do that you're going to be conscious about. And that's going to be like, should I do this in front of him or no?
Not for me. Like I said, after, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just be out the gate with everything.
Yeah, because, like, once I'm comfortable around you, like, what is there to, and not even just comfortable, like, once I'm comfortable and I know, like, you really like me and rock with me and ain't really too, like, there's nothing I can really do to scare you off, like, you know what I'm saying? But like
I would say it's like vice versa. We do the same shit, but, like, in a different way.
It's funny though, because, like, having somebody in the house with me, like, if I can tell that they comfortable with me and they do some shit that I wouldn't expect them to do, at first I'm gonna be in my head like, did this motherfucker really just, like, but I'm gonna, like, laugh it off, like, how the hell did they get this comfortable at this point and I'm still not that comfortable enough to do that? Like, yeah, it's gonna take me some time to get to that point where I'm just, like, absolutely comfortable, but at this point, I like my space. I
hear you. And even, like, who's I talking to? It's either my mom or one of my friends, like, somebody that's like a devout Christian that I know. And I was talking to them about, like, so, like, in Christianity, you're not supposed to You're not supposed to live with your mate if you're not married.
For real?
Yes.
You're not supposed to live with your mate. You're definitely not supposed to have sex, and you're not supposed to live with them if you're not married. And I was watching this podcast. The dude was more so talking about sex, but it got me to thinking about how like my ex-wife and I we moved in. We got an apartment together. I want to say like maybe 3 months before the actual wedding. And even before that, she was like always like staying the night at my house, like when I lived with my parents. So I was like had a pretty good idea of like what living with her would be like. But after like officially living with her and like learning certain things and the way she does certain things, it was like, oh, it wasn't like bad, but it was like, oh, that's interesting. And it just makes me think about like how like you like move in and live with somebody and you find out they do some off the wall shit that you just don't rock with at all. But this is your person now, and you got to just get used to that. Like that's,
I'm not.
If this is a girl you don't already feel like you want to spend your life with her.
I'm gonna say something. Why would I have to get used to something I don't like? I wouldn't want her to. I would try to like. It depends on what you're talking about. Because if it's something that she can't help, that's different. But if it's something that she can fix, like we're gonna talk about it. We're not gonna. I'm not just gonna let you do some off the wall shit. You're like, damn, I hate that, but I love her. Like, I'm not. I love you. That's why I'm finna say something and try to get it right.
I'm trying to think of like some like random like
a pet peeve.
Not maybe, but I was trying to think of like something like random or like something odd that someone might do in the house that someone else might see and be like, "What, do you do that? Like what?" I'm trying to think.
It could be anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was trying to like come
How
up
clean they are.
It literally
could be how fucking like.
But I couldn't imagine somebody seeing somebody like, this nigga's too clean, I can't live with him. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't.
I've actually had that before.
What?
Yeah,
somebody was too clean.
So it was like OCD clean, and
to where it made it uncomfortable for you.
Yes, as nice as it sounds,
I get that.
It is.
That makes sense.
It's like way too much pressure to have everything a certain way in a certain spot. Like, yeah, no, I couldn't. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm messy, but like clothes for me, they can be everywhere. Everything else can be clean, but I don't like folding laundry. So like my laundry's gonna sit somewhere, probably for a couple weeks. I ain't gonna lie.
Are you guys OCD about anything? Like anything at all? Not just like clothes or like house stuff, but like are you OCD about anything at all?
Hair.
Okay.
Like
in what sense?
Loose hair. If it's on my floor, on my carpet, in my shower, I am like severely grossed out. Like I have to pick it up. I cannot like you know how men like shave or like there's like speckles of hair in the shower after you get out. I will not step into the shower until I like rinse all the hair out or like clean all the hair off the floor.
Like it feels like disgusting or what?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. It makes my skin crawl. Okay. Like I always, if you ever get the chance to come to my house, you will never see me without shoes on my feet. House shoes, tennis shoes, something is going to be on my feet just because I cannot walk on a bare floor. Like that feeling of like, no, I can't do it. Nope, that is it for me. That's a deal breaker for me.
What about you, Deanna? You OCD about anything?
OCD about anything?
Or it's like having like weird things that you have to do or that you cannot do?
I have different things when it comes to certain things. I can't think of like something that.
Okay, I'll give you like examples. Like for me, in like where I put stuff, where like my cologne, like where I put like my cologne in the bathroom, it has to be like from tallest to shortest.
Oh, for real?
Or if like anything I'm lining up, like it could be like my lotions or whatever. If it's gonna be lined up next to each other, it has to go from tallest to smallest. And then I'm like, this is like the strangest shit ever. My brother thinks I'm such a weirdo. I have to put my shoes on right to left. It like I feel like my steps feel weird if I put my left shoe on first.
That's funny. I do my left.
It's the strangest thing. I feel like my steps feel differently if I put my left shoe on first. It's weird as hell, bro. And I even try like growing up, I would try to put my left shoe on and try to walk, and I would have to take them both off and then put the right and then the left on.
That's. I ain't never heard no shit like that.
Are you right-handed?
I am right-handed, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do mine left to right.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I've never really I pay attention to it, but I never really heard nobody just say it.
I noticed it when I was in like 7th grade. I was like throwing my shoes, and it was like something quick. Like I was throwing my shoes on to like go take the trash out real quick. I remember I had the trash in my hand. I was like walking. I was like, what the hell? Like weird. Like, and I was like I don't know what my feet just like felt. I remember I took my shoes off, bro. I like took my shoes off and like wiped the bottom of my socks. Like my feet just felt weird.
That's crazy.
And then I put my shoes back on. And I was like, I noticed. I was like, oh, that's strange as hell. Yep. Yeah. What about anything OCD for you, Dion?
I'm trying to think. Anything OCD for me? I don't really have. I have my ways that I do certain shit, but I don't really have like. You can say I'm probably OCD like about like pregame shit when it kind of like basketball type shit.
So you like superstitious with like sports and stuff?
Yeah, but like certain shit that I do and don't do. Like I wouldn't wear long socks with fucking long tights. Like I wear short socks, short tights. Or if I ain't wearing tights, you wear long socks. I'm OCD about like how
you look on the court.
Yeah, I would say like my accessories. I'm OCD about that. Like when I I would say that probably when I get dressed and shit. Like I'll start off with the accessories and then I get the rest of the outfit together after that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, when you're talking about when you're buying like a new outfit?
Yeah.
Okay, when
I'm buying shit, I just go look. I buy shit that I like.
Yeah.
And then I find whatever to try to go with that.
When you're at home figuring out your outfit, like for the pod or like for the day when you're stepping out, for both of you, how does that process go? Like, do you like, what's the first thing you like?
I start with shoes.
You start with the shoes? Interesting.
Yep.
I start with whatever. If I want to, I start with like something that I want to wear.
Oh yeah. You say you start with the shoes. You say you start with what?
Like if it's something that I want to wear, like if it's the shoes, jacket, pants, hat. Like I'll start with something that I want to wear. Like something I feel like I ain't wearing in a while that I want to wear, and then I go from there to go with the rest.
Okay, but yeah, I do the same thing. Well, most times, and then sometimes it'll be like, I kind of want to wear green today. And I'll go like look for like a green top. Normally if it's like a color that I want to wear, I need that color up top. Most times, I usually start with like something like that. It takes me way too long to get dressed, bro. It's awful. I really did. This was a quick fit today because I was tired and I didn't feel like thinking about it. And I know I like this sweatsuit, so I was like, I know this is fresh, it's easy, so I'm gonna throw this on real quick. But normally, bro, I go through like 4 or 5 outfits every time I get dressed.
Yeah, like you put them all the way on and then take it off. That's crazy. I probably put mine halfway on and be like, nah. Like I'm OCD about like. It's crazy how it's coming to me like as I'm saying it. I'm OCD about like how my clothes like fit on me type shit. Like I'm OCD about like how my clothes look on me. Like it could be some fly shit, but if it don't look good on me, like I ain't gonna wear it. Or it could be like some tacky shit, but if I like the way it look on me, like I'm gonna rock with it.
I'm the same way. Yeah. I'm the same way. I got 2 pairs of shoes, and they're fire too, bro. 2 pairs of shoes, a pair of pants, and like 4 shirts that I like. And that's part of like when I'm getting dressed, I'll be like, oh, I never wore this shit yet. I throw it on, try to be like I don't really like it. Like I'll try again next one.
I'll be doing that shit too, bro. It's like I'm gonna run it back. Nah, I ain't gonna do it.
I'll probably just go give it to my brother, honestly, because I've been trying for months. But then I don't like to do that either though, because I mess around and like have something that I ain't worn for like a year, and then get a new shirt and it go perfect. I'm like, oh, back in the game. So we're trying to.
I've had a few things like where the colors match up. You like, damn, all right, bet I finally got something to go with this.
So, something that you listen to or watch that most people wouldn't assume or think that you would enjoy that. And for me, I used to watch the Tyra Banks show when it was on TV. I used to watch the Tyra Banks show.
Would never have seen that.
Yeah. And like wouldn't miss an episode. I used to love the Tyra Banks show. She was fire. I used to like though, like as like a young, how old was I at the time? I'm pretty sure I was out of high school. I liked like as like a young dude, like watching shows that women like and like to see the stuff they talk about. It was just interesting to me. It was like some like things that I would never think about or even really watch. And so when I would watch, I was like, you know what, Tyra Banks show is kind of fire. And when my brother came home and he was like, bro, you watching the Tyra Banks show, my nigga? I was like, yeah, this shit is kind of dope, bro. You should check it out. He was like, nah, I'm cool, bro.
Oh God, I would say one for me would probably be like. Kind of like the same, not like Tyra Banks show, but like I would say mine is kind of like reality TV. That's like my guilty pleasure. Like that's where I get like my because I like how messy it is. I don't know. I just like how messy it is. Like the those shows that they be having and shit. I don't know. I like how messy it is. I feel like it's like my like it's my way of like releasing like my.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Like the little ghetto in me, I can like just watch it and see them like oh shit. You know, all right. Let me get back to my little.
I was scrolling today. What's the name of the show that the lady
Natalie?
No, Nene Leakes.
Nene Leakes. Who's that?
I don't know. I've seen her name a bunch of times, but I was scrolling today. I seen some show that she was on. It was like it had like the what's like it's like at the end when they all sitting on the stage talking about
The reunion.
Yeah, there you go. It was like the reunion show, and they was arguing, talking about something. And this lady with both hands, bro, just grabbed this girl by the hair and just like, bro, it was bad.
See, that's the type of shit I like. That shit.
It's sure enough.
It's entertaining though. It's entertaining. Like
really,
I like watching it. I could watch that shit and be like, damn. Like it's like I don't know. It's like it I don't know. It just does it for me.
And see, I got my
like
answer. I was looking at this. I'm like, man, who watches this shit? Dion watches this shit. That's
some shit that I like watching messy shit. I'd rather watch it on TV. It's entertaining versus like in real life. I mean, in real life, I can watch it as long as it's over there.
Right.
And it's not over here. I can watch it, but yeah, I like watching messy shit. It's entertaining.
I was thinking about that question on the way here. It's not really guilty, but I guess it'd be funny if like people. I like "Pussy Fairy" by Janae Aiko is like one of my favorite songs. I'll be slapping that in the car.
Oh, I'll fuck with Sexy Red. Oh, bro, God, Sexy Red have some shit. Look, we ain't gonna act like, nah, Sexy Red got some shit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it out there.
I never really gave it a chance off that first song.
Bro,
I was like, cool.
if you, stop playing, bro. If you're not fucking with Sexy Red, you tripping. And I say that respectfully to everybody who feel like they don't fuck with Sexy Red.
What's your favorite Sexy Red song?
Bro, she got like 4 of them that I fuck with for real. Sexy Red is pop. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't with the gender bias when it kind of like rap. Like I like a good song. Good song is a good song. It could be rap. It could be reggae. It could be a good song is a good song. Bro, Sexy Red got some good songs, bro. She got some good songs. Don't that fit what I said earlier though? I like the messy shit. It's entertaining. So her songs to me is like a episode of like reality TV for real. Like,
oh, so you probably like Cardi B then too?
Nah, Cardi B for me is like too classy. I want like I need like
too classy.
Yeah, she not like to me she be like trying to clean up her like you know what I'm saying? She be trying to clean up her like little ratchet ghetto-ness too much for me. I don't
you want her to stick to her ratchet
wear
ways.
That shit on your sleeve, like for real, like wear that shit.
So
like
don't evolve. Stay ratchet. Stay ratchet.
What?
Keep it messy. You know what I'm saying? Keep it messy. Right where I like it.
What about you, Jazz? What's a guilty pleasure, like something that people wouldn't think you like or you into?
I am a huge nerd for Harry Potter, and I fucks with anime. Yeah, I love anime. And then like music, guilty pleasure, definitely country music.
Someone sent me a country song, said it was fire. I can't think of the name of it. But no, I like some country music. Is John Mayer, is he country? Is he a country artist?
No.
I like John Mayer.
John Mayer's nice.
I know he a white boy and it's not hip hop or R&B. I
I wouldn't consider John Mayer country.
Well, you watch anime, Mike?
Nah. The only anime I've ever watched is Pokemon.
I watched Pokemon. I think I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! When it first came out.
I watched it a little bit.
Only because I had a few cards.
My brother was super into Dragon Ball Z. I tried. I could never get into it.
It's like, bro, the people that be into that, don't you feel like so much of like, don't you feel like an outsider when you, like they be talking about that shit? Because it's like a whole nother language when they start popping that. Don't have somebody who is a Dragon Ball Z fan around somebody else who's a Dragon Ball Z fan. It's over with. They're gonna speak a whole nother language. You ain't even gonna understand what the hell they saying.
And to that point, it makes you feel like even more of an outsider because for me, it seems like the people that are like into anime, they're probably into Harry Potter too. So they go be deep into that bag, and I'm gonna just be sitting here like, yeah. So the Timberwolves are in the Western Conference Finals.
And I'm over here talking about like,
I'm over here talking about.
I mean, I fuck with Harry Potter. Harry Potter's smooth too, but I feel like that's where the line is drawn. Like after Harry Potter, you on some serial killing shit.
I never seen one
Anime?
Harry Potter movie, but
You know what's crazy? I always
read one book.
I discern Harry Potter like
Harry Potter's
fans. Like if you can name all the movies in order from beginning to end, then like you got a little bit of something. But
the test.
if you can't name all of them from beginning to end,
I don't even know how many
I don't
are.
even wanna talk
What is it,
about
like
it.
8?
That lady's super rich too.
she is
She's dumb rich.
100%.
Bro, her kids are rich.
Yeah, there's definitely 8 of them.
Yeah, anime is for
8
serial
movies,
killers,
7 books.
I remember.
anime?
I'm 35.
Yeah, I
I'm
watch
35.
anime.
I remember Harry Potter getting popping when I was in like 7th or 8th grade maybe, and I remember just feeling like it was for nerds. So I never like, and it's a bunch of things and experiences in my life that I missed out on because of having mindsets like that. Like that I just didn't like. I grew up playing the drums in school. I'm sorry, in church, but never did marching band or like went to band camp because I thought it was like man, I'm a hooper. Like
I definitely did band.
I'm gonna play basketball. Like I play the drum set is cool, but to be like put on that goofy outfit and be like I don't want to do that. I hella wish I did it now. I hella wish I did it.
It's actually really fun.
I bet.
I did band. I think I did band in middle school for like I think a year, if that. I did the drums.
Oh yeah. What drum?
The one you hit on top, not the one.
The snare.
That one. I had the one you was on top with.
I could see you right next to Nick Cannon and drum.
That's
I can see that.
Nah, but that's crazy that you said the Harry Potter shit because in middle school, I think it was elementary school, my teacher used to read those books to us, like out loud type shit. And I used to think that shit was like a movie. That was like before the movies came out. And I used to think like, damn, like I gotta watch this movie. Where can I see this? Because you know the book is so detailed, bro. I'm like, bro, where can I see this at? Like, you know, I'm over here like imagining it, and I'm like, damn, where can I see this shit at? No, bro, I'm telling you, she was those teachers that you have that be like really good at reading, where they could like
They make you love reading. I love to read to this day because of my second grade teacher.
I don't like to read.
I love to read. Well, I don't like to like how some people like an author that they're familiar with will put out a book like in a genre that they don't even care for, but they like this author, so they'll check the book out. I don't do that. Like, it's got to be like I like autobiographies and I like nonfiction. I like stuff that like I don't want to say like relates to me, but like that I can get into. Like I don't. Yeah, I ain't finna just read.
I like informative shit. Like
Same. I like self-help books and autobiographies. Like I read Charlemagne's autobiography, Jalen Rose, Michael Jordan. Like I like autobiographies.
Oh yeah.
So y'all don't read any fiction?
Nah. I can't
even watch scary movies because
really.
I know it's fake. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Not even like a good one.
No.
That's crazy.
I know it's fake.
But all movies are fake though. So
I know, but don't some movies? I mean, maybe it's just me, but for me, some movies I just feel like acting scary is never like entertaining to me. What?
that was just a funny statement. Acting scary is never entertaining.
That's never been entertaining to me. For somebody to act scary.
I'm too big a scary cat, so I never got into the horror movies and the scary movies and stuff. Like I need every light on in the house. Like I'm a scary cat, so I never.
I'm like in between. I wouldn't say in between. I'm more on the side of what I just said. Basically, like it's not entertaining to watch somebody pretend to be scared. But I'm more so on the other side, like how you said too. Like I don't even like treading in those waters because like I fuck around and like my intuition will start going places. I don't like that, so I like to like keep that in check too.
And then this may be a little too deep for this episode, but I was raised in church. I'm not like I'm a Christian. I'm not like super duper religious, but I believe in like you can like open your spirit up to certain things. Like I fully believe in that. So I don't want to watch nothing that's like overly demonic and all. Like I'm cool on all of that, bro. I never forget. I might have told this story on the podcast before. In high school, when that The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I remember that movie.
Yep.
When that movie came out, like my whole friend group, maybe like 15 to 17 of us went to the movies to go see that. And I was like, why this though? Like, why we can't go see something else? Yeah, like the whole time, it was planning on Thursday, the whole Friday at school. I'm like, why we can't see something else though? They were like, Mike, what you scared of? I'm like, that movie. Like, I'm not even gonna cap. Like, I don't want to see that. But they was also like, oh, we're gonna go and get food and we go see the movie and we'll go to so and so's house. They was like making a whole night of it. So I was like, I'm not finna stay home. But I went to that movie, ate my nachos during the preview, put my hoodie down right here and went to sleep. Went straight to sleep. When after the movie, the homie was like, bro, I should have went to sleep too.
Nah, Paranormal Activity did it for me. I ain't even gonna hold you. The one where it was and the white family was in the house. Yeah, that's the movie that did it for me. After that movie, bro, I'm not watching no more damn scary movies because that shit was too real. But because in that movie, because like I said before, like I don't like really watching scary movies because like I don't like watching people pretend to be scary. But in that movie, like, bro, like nobody talks to the camera in that movie type shit. It was all like on some recording. You know what I'm saying? So for me, at the time that I watched it, I was convinced that this shit is actually real. Like this is really like really what happened. So bro, I was not fucking with scary movie. All the paranormal and exorcism, no, I'm not fucking with nothing that you got to put a cross and you got to call a priest. I'm not fucking with no movie that's like that.
Not messing with it. I'm not messing with it. I'm cool. I don't play with that. I
do like a House on Elm Street or like a Jason.
Yeah.
I do one of them.
Because it's scary. It's not demonic.
Yeah, and well, to me, it's funny.
Okay.
Because I don't know, it's funny to watch how people like just do dumb shit and then fuck around and die. On some like, you know what I'm saying? But the paranormal and the whole possessed and no, bro, I'm not doing that. No.
And while we talking,
it feels too real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jason, Freddy, that's not. Man, ain't believable. He ain't finna sell me on that.
I agree. I totally agree.
Paranormal activity, bro. I'm not going nowhere near that area. At a house. What city was that shit in, Sam? I'm not even going to the city.
What's the horror movie with the clown? Yeah, that's why that didn't really like. I'm not afraid of clowns, but I don't really mess with clowns like that. It's like all right, bro, like you all right, bro. But like that again, that's just not believable for me. Like a nigga like dressing up like that and coming, like it just it don't do it for me. It is
entertaining type.
Same. While we talking movies, if you was putting together like your ultimate movie, what 5 actors are you gonna go grab? Both of you.
Actors?
5 actors, male or female. I'll go first then. I'm gonna go. I think Tom Hanks is the GOAT, so I'm gonna go Tom Hanks.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The GOAT?
Yeah.
Right.
Who's better?
Than Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Do I have to pick a white boy?
No. Let me get my 5. I'm gonna go.
Is it Tom Hanks white?
Yes.
Brad Pitt.
What?
Tom Hanks is smoking.
Nah, Brad Pitt and the Smith, bro. Stop it. In the Smiths.
I'm gonna go Tom Hanks. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is dope. I'm gonna go Tom Hanks, Denzel, Leonardo DiCaprio, Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle was in he the one that got his hair slicked back, no? Did he play like an Italian in like a mob movie or some shit? Like a boss? Don Cheadle didn't play in an Italian mob movie?
Don Cheadle's black.
Why do I feel like I'm thinking about...
Dang, who's my 5th? I'm gonna go Tom Hanks,
completely different.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Don Cheadle. I'm sorry, Tom Hanks, Denzel, Leo, Don Cheadle.
Who's Don? Is that the black dude that played in Iron Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Terrence, or after. But yeah. Dang.
For real?
Who's my 5th? He's fire, bro.
What
I think I got
was
mine.
he playing in besides Iron Man?
Have you seen Rain Over Me with Adam Sandler?
Nope.
Fire.
Why would you put Adam?
Have you seen Hotel Rwanda?
Nope.
Oh, you're not a movie nigga like that, huh?
I am, but I ain't. Like, I know, I'll see it. I probably seen the movie, but I don't remember the name. Like, I ain't the type to be like, what's the movie called?
Can I
I'll
do
sit
mine?
there and finish the movie.
Oh, you didn't pick
I'll
a 5th
round my
yet?
5 off with probably Samuel L. Jackson. Probably round it out with that. Yeah, I'll do that. My 5th would be Samuel L. Jackson.
Funny, you took 2 of mine.
Okay, go ahead. What's your 5?
All right, so I'm going Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
For what, though?
To be in the movie.
I know, but she said top 5. Like, what? Give me a classic that Mark Wahlberg, besides Ted, that he did.
Well, let's let her get her list off before we criticize. Let's hear the 5. Let's hear the
Mark Wahlberg is not.
No, I'm gonna criticize it for sure, but I just want to hear the 5 first.
I don't know why you said that's your top 5. Like, out of all the white
Mark
ones.
Wahlberg?
You could have said one of the Step Brothers over him easily. I
No.
would have took that.
Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell's for sure a GOAT.
I feel like Will Ferrell is only great in funny movies.
I was about to say, yeah. What you?
If you put Will Ferrell in an action or a thriller, like he is not doing a good movie.
I wasn't trying to necessarily just go for goats, but that 5 that I thought, I was like, they can do anything.
versatile.
I've seen Denzel be funny, serious, action star.
Okay, go ahead.
Mark Wahlberg has done everything.
Mark Wahlberg, who's number 2?
Denzel Washington. Keanu Reeves.
Who?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu. Oh, good one.
Who was that?
Is that how you say it, Keanu?
Keanu.
I always say
Keanu Reeves from The Matrix.
Go ahead. Who's next? I don't know who that is.
You haven't seen
John
The
Wick?
Matrix?
I haven't seen the Matrix.
John Wick.
John Wick.
Yes, that's Keanu
I
Reeves.
haven't
see
seen John
Hardball?
Wick. I've seen Hardball.
The coach from Hardball.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like him.
Yeah.
Who did I say? Mark Wahlberg, Denzel,
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, Sam.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Who did I pick as my fifth?
I can't believe y'all tripping. I don't know what the hell y'all bugging.
Probably Jason Statham.
Okay. I feel like I got that 4 before Sam. I feel like it's like. I feel like I got a fire ass list. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's hear yours, Dion. Let's hear it.
I don't even think I have a list. I got ones that I like. I don't know if I have 5. I'm for sure gonna say Denzel, Morgan Freeman, Will Smith. Like, how could you not say Will Smith?
I thought about it.
Bro, I could rap off 7 movies right now that went number 1 that Will Smith did.
That lends to his star power, not necessarily his acting.
Versatile movies. From Bad Boys to The Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay, Will
To I Am Legend.
Will Smith has more number ones than Denzel. He might have more number ones than anybody. But do you think? Do you think? Okay, but do you think Will Smith is a better actor than Leonardo DiCaprio?
The one that did Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, that's Johnny Depp. Leonardo DiCaprio is from Inception, Wolf of Wall Street, Titanic is his most.
Yeah. I'll say Will Smith over him.
Yeah, right.
Think about it though, Mike.
No way.
You just tell me 2 movies that he did. Give me a third one.
Leo,
You said Wolf of Wall Street, Titanic. Give me a third one.
Inception,
Inception.
Okay, give me a 4th one.
Body of Lies.
What? Have you seen
I
that
can
movie?
keep going.
I haven't seen that movie. That's not even 4 classics.
Fam, I'm not
Will Smith
listen.
has
Like,
at least 7,
And that-
maybe 10 classics.
and that lends to his star power. Okay.
Versatile movies though, like how you said, like versatile movies.
Do you think, and rest in peace to him, do you think Paul Walker is a better actor than any of these guys we named? But he's in some of the
Nah.
biggest movies ever created.
I don't think he
so.
is.
Your number one or how box office your movie is doesn't necessarily
I'm not saying about how many movies Will Smith did. I'm talking about how many movies. I mean,
like how big
are,
it was.
and they're classics on top of like being good versatile movies. They're classics. Like, nah. And the verses, who that's a good question. In the verses,
I've had this conversation before. Leo beats everybody in the verses.
Leo does not beat Will Smith in the verses. You're crazy.
What? Will Smith has big box office movies, but when you watch the film, is it great cinema?
Yes.
No.
Bro, every time you watch The Pursuit of Happiness, you cry.
That one.
Every time.
That's one.
I don't care if you don't cry, something's wrong with you.
Name me. Will Smith.
You could watch 7 Pounds and cry. You could watch Bad Boys and be ready to slide on everybody. You could watch Men in Black and think and question everything. Like, you watch Men in Black, you start questioning everything. You like, wait a minute.
Roaches is aliens? Nigga, what?
You watch Hancock, you start thinking like, you start looking at homeless people different. You're like, wait a minute, that could be a superhero type shit. Like, that nigga could be like, I don't know.
Will Smith couldn't be the Wolf of Wall Street, bro.
He has Ali. Bro, I'm saying, okay, The Wolf of Wall Street. Let me think about somebody who I feel like. So you feel like he was the only person to play that role? Nobody else could replace him to play that role? I honestly think that the fat boy who played
he probably got off.
He could have played the main role for real and got away with that.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill could have played the main role and got away with that.
Nah,
bro. How he came, everybody would have bought it. Everybody would have bought it, bro. How he came,
it wouldn't have. I don't think the movie would have hit. I don't like.
It wouldn't have been.
It wouldn't have hit the same, bro. If Leo was the perfect man for that job,
because
I think
Jonah Hill is known for just being funny,
and on top of that,
and for being like a supporting role. Yeah. He's never been like the lead. Or he's hardly ever the lead guy.
I just don't think in the verses, bro. Leo is not beating Will Smith. I don't think anybody gonna agree with that. Will Smith in the verses versus Leo, nah, bro, nah.
So let's put them next to each other. So as far as like portraying a real person, we'd have to put Ali next to the Wolf of Wall Street.
The Wolf of Wall Street was a real person?
Yeah.
All right. I don't even know who he was in real life, though.
His name was Jordan Belfort. His name in the movie. His name was Jordan. He was like one of the biggest stockbrokers in like Wall Street, not Wall Street, but like one of the biggest brokers in New York and all over the country. Like all of like the stuff that happened in that movie, I've like watched read articles and like watched interviews from different people that was around. It was like everything that they portrayed in that movie. Yeah. That nigga was really living like that.
I believe you.
Wolf of Wall Street against who?
It would have to go against Ali because it's two like they played two.
I
real
never even
people.
watched Ali.
Oh, you got it.
Nah, Ali is lit.
And then okay, Leo don't have a big.
Did Leo meet the dude that they did that movie on?
I'm sure he did.
Spend time with him and shit. I don't think. Oh, I don't know if Will Smith did or didn't.
With Ali.
Yeah.
I don't think he did, but he spent time with the dude from Pursuit of Happiness, Chris Gardner.
That movie, bro. That movie alone. That movie can go against The Wolf of Wall Street. The Pursuit of Happiness can't go up against The Wolf of Wall Street. They both embody people in real life.
That would be fair.
Those are equally, bro, haymaker swings of movies type shit. On different sides of the spectrum too. It's not like it's the same type of movie.
Yeah, you're right.
You're talking about a completely sad movie, and then a movie that's the opposite of like literally rich and poor, like dead ass.
I think when you line up all of their talent and talk about how good they are on screen, I think Tom Hanks is gonna win that
I can't believe you just brought his name. Like he just brought his name up.
What?
I thought we were talking about
you are
Leo.
Bugging.
I don't even know, bro.
I was gonna get back to that. I was gonna say. So this is why I was bringing that up. I was gonna say when you all the like the ghosts, all these names that we've been mentioning, as far as like who has the best, like who's the best actor who can probably do any role, I would say is Tom Hanks. But who has the best movies that they've starred in and that they've been in is probably Leo, bro.
It's Will Smith. How do you feel like it's not Will Smith?
Leo don't have a bunch of duds. Will Smith got a bunch of duds, bro.
What? Okay, Nate, what duds?
What's the one he did with his son?
His son, yeah.
What's the one he did with his son? After Earth?
After Earth, yeah.
After Earth?
That was his son's movie.
That was his movie. And he asked his son to be in the movie.
Wild Wild West?
That's not a dud. Wild Wild West is a dud.
Wild Wild
You're
West is
bugging.
funny.
That shit's not a dud. That's a classic. You can add that to the list. That's a classic.
I'm a big Will Smith fan. Like, listen. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is my favorite show of all time. You can't tell me nothing about Fresh Prince.
No, I don't know about that.
And then check this out. And then Mike Lowry from Bad Boys is my favorite character from any movie of any time. Mike Lowry is my favorite character. I love Will Smith, but niggas is better than him.
Said Tom. Okay, what movies did Tom Hanks play in?
Forrest Gump.
Captain Phillips.
Forrest Gump.
No, not
that.
Time. No, bro, he's not the GOAT. Mike, Mike.
Damn.
Don't he play the same? Okay, besides Forrest Gump, he don't low-key play the same leadership role in every movie he be in.
Have you seen the movie he just did called A Man Named Otto?
What role did he play in that movie? I didn't see it. Was it a leadership role? Was he in charge of some shit?
He played like a senile old man that was like, bro. Tom Hanks is the GOAT, fam.
Nah, bro, I don't know about it.
He is.
That's correct.
He is, bro.
Okay, how many classics he got? Are we talking about versus? Come on, bro. Compared to Will Smith, who could, bro? Ain't nobody. Probably Denzel, and probably
Will Smith has a bunch of big movies. How many of them are classic movies?
Bro, at least 7 or 8 of them are classic movies.
Name the classics.
I just did Hancock.
It's not a classic.
Hancock is not a classic?
No!
You're bugging.
He's a superhero. You got to compare that to superhero movies. No, it's not a classic.
What superhero movie are you comparing it to?
You don't think of
any of them.
No, I'm not talking about a Marvel one, because those are like a whole group of superheroes. That's crazy. What other single superhero movie is better than Hancock?
All of them.
Hancock would be the last one.
Which one?
I like Hancock.
Which one?
Iron Man's better than Hancock. Batman's better than Hancock. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's for sure not better than Hancock.
Yes, the fuck it is.
No, I don't think
I've never
Spider-Man's
liked
better than
Spider-Man like
Hancock.
that.
No,
Spider-Man's
not better than
Hancock. Yes, it is.
Hell no.
Yes,
Spider-Man's
it
not
is.
better than Hancock,
100%.
bro. It's not.
I will watch Spider-Man any day before Hancock.
You gotta name me the 7 classic Will Smith movies.
All right. Pursuit of Happiness. A classic.
I'll go with that.
We're going with Bad Boys. How many you want to go all 3?
Only the
2?
Just the first one.
The first 2.
The second one is the better movie. The first one is the classic.
They're both classics.
No, they're not.
They're both classic. When it's not about, what are we defining a classic and not a classic? Because a classic to me is one that you like, one that still runs today.
You know what?
Both of them
Bad
still
Boys
run
2
today.
might be a classic.
They both still run today.
Bad Boys 2 might be a classic.
Nigga, they'll play Bad Boys 1 and 2. Probably not the third one, but We're gonna see how good the fourth one is.
I think
I don't know, but I really feel like
fire.
you can't define a classic as a
You define a
series.
classic. No, you define a classic by if it's played on AIN. If it's played on regular TV past the time that it. Come on.
A lot of
If they
movies are
still
played
throwing
on
them
TV, but
those are
like
classics.
no, it doesn't make it. I don't know. I feel like a classic is like that one movie that is just
I don't
like
know if Bad Boys
it
2 is
stands alone by itself.
It's timeless, bro. You can throw Bad Boy 2s on right now.
Okay, so
It's time. That's why I say classic. It's timeless.
I'll give you those Pursuit of Happiness and the 2 Bad Boys movies. What other classic does he have?
All right. I've been drinking, so it's gonna take a little time for me to process, put it together. I don't know why, but this for sure. Yeah, go ahead. Let me think. Help me. God damn it.
Help you. What?
There's, bro, Will Smith.
This is Your Hill to Die
Oh,
on.
I Am Legend. That's a classic.
No, it's not.
Wait, why is it not a classic? Why is it not a classic?
Why is it?
How is it not a classic?
It's a good movie. It's not a classic
Yes,
movie.
it does.
No one since
I Am Legend was COVID before COVID.
So that'll make it a classic. So you telling
That makes it a classic.
So you telling me
COVID is in the history.
you telling me you flying to Australia, you can only take 5 movies, and I Am Legend is for sure a movie you're bringing?
That's not what I said. You said out of if I had to pick Will Smith movies, yes, that's for sure one of the movies I'm picking.
To me, what makes a classic is if
Timeless.
If I can only take 5 movies on this trip.
Out of Will Smith.
No, you can't just say.
We're talking about Will Smith though.
But what?
You said how many classics does he have?
Does he have? You can't just say.
So if you had to go on a trip,
but you can't say it's a Will Smith classic. It has to be it can be classic for his movie list. It has to be classic for everybody.
How many classics do Tom Hanks have?
He has
that everybody knows. You only name me 2, 3.
I'm about to name you more.
She didn't even know the movie that you named the 4th one. That's what I'm saying. Every movie that I'm naming, everybody in this room know the movie I'm talking about.
And that's what I said.
Whether they like it or don't like it, they know the movie. That's what makes it a classic.
That's not.
They don't even know. She don't even know the movie you said. How does it make?
You brought up Ted.
Classic?
Everybody knows Ted because of how big it was. That's not a classic movie.
It is though. In 10 years, people gonna be like, "Hey, remember Ted 2?" They're gonna be. You could play Ted 2.
Classic.
People gonna know Juice. What's the other one? Poetic Justice. Those movies weren't popping, but they're classic because everybody knows.
They weren't popping though.
No, they weren't classics though.
And they are classics.
No, to your definition, they weren't, but to mine, they are because people know them. That's what I'm saying. Timeless, something that's timeless. Rather, when it came and passed, people still know it. They can refer to it and be like, "Oh, there might be some like a moment you have where you can refer to them." Yes, that happens.
But something.
And
can
I Am
be,
Legend for sure.
So everything. Everything that's timeless is a classic. Everything.
Yes, that's what makes it a classic. It got to be timeless. What else do you? What else would you? Everything else.
I think something can be timeless without it being a classic.
How is it good? How is it not good if it's timeless? It has to be good if it's timeless.
Because something might be timeless to you.
I just said she don't know. You just named a movie about Tom Hanks that nobody really know.
Which one? A Man Named Otto. I didn't say that was a classic movie. I said it was a great performance. He's still putting out that.
We talking about a versus with Tom Hanks and Will Smith. Will Smith got movies that everybody know. That's what makes it a classic because everybody knows it. Everybody can refer to it.
To me,
it came and went. Not like it's coming out or it just dropped. No, it came and went, and people still know what it is.
To me, what makes something classic is the art of it. The art of it,
that's
not just how big it is. But that's what like Get Rich or Die Trying is a classic album.
That's crazy. I just watched that movie.
I'm talking about the album. Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z's first album, is a classic album because of the music that's on. Not just because of how much it sold. It's a classic because of the music that's on there. It was a timeless piece of art.
That's music, and we're talking about movies.
But we're talking about art.
You don't hear movies, you watch them. So if somebody could say, "I've seen that," I feel like that's what makes it. If they can refer to it,
how many big budget movies did you go and see that were ass though? Like a bunch of people went and saw this movie, but it sucked. So just because everybody saw it, it's a classic, even though it's
no. But nobody refers to that. Nobody talks about it after it came and went.
And that's what I'm trying to get to. You said what makes it a classic is everybody saw it. Just because everybody saw it, don't make it a classic.
It does though, because everybody says so. Like something that wasn't good, you won't remember that you seen or not.
Just because
something that you can remember. How I remember The Pursuit of Happiness. I remember. I remember I Am Legend. Everybody remembers I Am Legend. Like people still refer like, damn, that's some I Am Legend shit. Like damn, that's what makes it a classic. It's timeless.
I think
because I try to take my personal how I feel about it and try to have like a perspective on like how everybody else sees the shit too, because that kind of like matters too when we talk about classics. It's not. Like,
I think that's the only way you can do it. You can't. When you calling something a classic, it can't be your own what you want to see in your own biases. It has to be what universally what everybody says, and I don't think universally everybody would agree that all of these Will Smith movies are classic movies, even though everyone saw Will Smith's movies because he was the biggest actor in the world and he had the biggest marketing budget and his movies were going to be global. There were certain actors in certain movies that it was only going to come out in the States, or it was only going to come out in 300 theaters. Will Smith's movies are always worldwide because he's Will Smith. That doesn't mean because he's good, but that doesn't mean just because all his movies are so big that they're classic. Everyone saw every Will Smith movie.
I didn't know. Of course, not every movie. But
everyone saw every Will Smith movie.
He got like 8 of them motherfuckers that's really classics. No faking.
I don't know.
It for sure, yeah. He for sure got like 8 or 7 out of for sure. At least, because this is what I base it. Because like you said, I'm not like
8 great performances. Yeah, I don't want to say more than 8.
Base it off of like. I'm based just off people in this room. Off of like that. We just gonna base it off the people in this room. Because I'm comparing it to who you say is better, which is Tom Hanks. Just based off the people in this room.
There's 6 people in here.
They don't know, but I'm saying that's not everybody in the world, right? So you would assume that everybody knows Will Smith and that everybody knows Tom Hanks as far as like the movies. But you just named a movie that don't everybody know in this room. So based off of that alone, would say he's not fucking with Will Smith,
and that's why I disagree.
Because if I could name a Will Smith movie, people are like, I seen it. But you can name a Tom Hanks movie, and they're like, nah, I did not see that. Based off that alone,
that's not true, bro.
When it comes to movies, yes, bro. When it comes to movies, for sure. I'm not talking about the numbers that it did. I'm talking about the aftermath of it. Of course, like you could get the hype, and you could get funneled into like movie tickets and sales and shit like that, right? Like people could spike your shit up to where everybody come see your shit, right? But for them to remember your shit, it got to be good, or they're not gonna remember it. There's hell of movies.
Absolutely.
How many movies have you watched? That's what I'm saying. There's movies that are bad that you just don't remember, type shit, because it wasn't a good movie.
So let's.
I probably watched a few Tom Hanks movies and don't remember them.
We gotta figure out the criteria for classic. Then.
That's what I'm trying to do. The criteria has to be. Not our own or what we think about it, but how everybody else sees the shit. Has anybody else seen it to even have a judgment on it? Like,
well, that's a fair point. That's a very fair point.
Because if you haven't even seen it,
but what I'm saying is though, if we all look at this movie, and it's cool, it's cool. It doesn't suck, but it's not amazing either. But we all saw it, so the fact that it's okay and we all saw it makes it classic. No,
it's okay is your opinion though. I'm saying it's good because everybody that's seen it can also recite the shit after. It's not like a movie that just came and went. Like you just don't know. Oh yeah, but I don't remember. Like people refer to like movies that he starred in. Whether it's a situation, it's just something that they see on the screen. It could be like somebody tweaking. It could be like somebody going from nothing to something. It could be anything.
The point of a classic film seems to be defined by a sense of significance surrounding the film, like iconic scenes, lines of dialogue, line reading,
the art,
and
interpretations.
Bro, you've been talking about how many people saw it.
That's what you just said.
Cinematography.
No, she said the art.
She said the line. Go ahead.
Read it again. Start it again.
Go by the words she said, not what they mean.
The point of
that's what I'm going.
A classic film seems to be defined by a sense of significance surrounding the film.
Stop. Significance surrounding the film. Oh, not to say stop like that.
And let her keep going.
No, we're gonna break it down. Significance surrounding the film, meaning how much you can relate to it. So if you can't relate to it, it don't make it a classic. Go ahead.
For example, iconic scenes, lines of dialogue.
No, not like that. Iconic scenes, lines of dialogue. So if you could relate to something that happened in I'm Legend, Tweakers tweaking, whatever it is, 7 pounds.
I'll concede.
Pursuit of Happiness. If you can relate to a scene or a line,
not classic.
If you can relate to a scene or a line, right? Either a scene or a line, then that will refer to it as it being a classic.
But if the world can recognize scenes and lines, not because you like the movie and you
people
know
do. Okay, so
from 7 pounds. From Iron Legend, I'll give you. From Bad Boys, I'll give you. From 7 pounds.
Isn't that what I hear. Okay, not saying they try to like Well, I wouldn't say 7 pounds. No,
No, it's
but
not classic.
I would say okay. That would
Neither
be
is
more like
Hancock. Niggas don't remember
not
nothing
Hancock,
from Hancock
for sure. Yeah, Hancock for sure.
What's your favorite line from Hancock?
Line from Hancock.
What's your favorite line from Hancock? What's your favorite scene from Hancock?
Nigga, when he threw the kid to the sky. What you mean?
Okay,
Or when he stopped the train, it could be anything.
What's your favorite line from Hancock? What's the line that sticks out?
A line that sticks out from Hancock. They'd probably be like, nigga, him cussing somebody out when he was. I don't know what he said exactly, but it had to be like. But that don't make it. But not that you can't. But it says or. It says either or. I can pick out way more than one scene for sure from Hancock.
No,
Even though I remember the line or the I for sure remember scenes from Hancock. It wasn't a line. It wasn't like
movies,
a punchline movie.
In movies, we the things that stick out is like something that somebody said that was like really poignant or really funny, or like a scene like in American Gangster where he shot dude in the head in broad daylight,
yeah.
Or when he knocked the shit over. It's the alpaca. You gotta block that shit. Like there's certain scenes that like. As soon as you think about them, like Training Day, you think ain't got shit on me. You know what I'm saying? You think about certain lines from certain movies, and whenever you think of the movie, you go straight to that. In Hancock, you don't really have that.
You have scenes though. You should have scenes.
Not me, and I like Hancock. Whenever it comes on, I watch it. But there's like, when I
you don't have that scene where he threw the kid to the sky, and scared the fuck out of him.
It was funny, but it's not like when
that shit was hilarious.
But it's not like.
She about to fall out that chair over there listening to you.
It don't do it for me. It don't do it for me.
Hancock show.
Nah.
Will Smith classic. Not like I'm not saying classic overall. I'm talking about talking about Will Smith.
And that was my point earlier. I'm not when I say classic. If you want to say it's a classic compared to other Will Smith movies.
So with Tom Hanks, what classic he got? That's not overall classic. I'm talking about overall in general movie classic, and not just for him. That you got to be able to rip off. You don't remember? You can't just sign it off right now? You looking them up.
Well, I said something, you seem like you didn't know them.
But you said they were his best movies. You talking about compared to everybody else, right?
Tom Hanks is better than all these niggas, bro.
Okay, so what blockbuster movie? Name me 2 of them, 3 of them.
I thought I did.
I remember them, I don't.
Captain Phillips, Tom Hanks.
Wait, Captain is a classic over like, you talking about in the same category as like Friday, the same category as like what you were just saying, because that's what I'm comparing, not like his best movie. We talking about compared to classic movies overall. You would throw that in there as one of them too.
No, Forrest Gump. And then when we first started this, I said, if you're lining up who has the best movies, I'm giving that to Leo. He's got the better movies. Tom Hanks doesn't have Tom Hanks' performances in his films is better acting than everybody else. The movie itself doesn't it doesn't do what some other movies do. But when you watch when you watch Denzel, for me, when I watch Denzel, give me a Denzel movie. When I watch Remember the Titans, I feel like I'm watching Denzel coach a football team.
Yeah.
When I watch Training Day, I feel like I'm watching Denzel as a dirty cop. When I watch Tom Hanks, I'm looking at Forrest Gump. Tom Hanks is gone. That's Forrest Gump right there, man. That's Captain Phillips right there. Will Smith, Will Smith is the same thing. When you watch Men in Black, you feel like you're looking at Will Smith go look for aliens. You know what I mean? You're not in Ali. But what I'm saying is that never happens with Tom Hanks. There's never a movie with Tom Hanks where you look at him and be like, Tom doing this thing. It's never that. It's always the character. Tom Hanks dies and he becomes the person that he's portraying.
Well, has he played a movie where he didn't play somebody who was actually like a person?
Yeah.
He just
no. And when I say he becomes that person, I mean the person he's portraying.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump isn't a real person.
No, I know.
When you watch the movie,
besides Forrest Gump, there was a lot of things that made that movie.
A lot of it was Tom Hanks acting.
It was, but it was also the
iconic moments. And yeah. He was it was a history movie. He was a part of American history. I get that. Sheesh, I did not expect us to debate that. That was a good one though. Man.
A versus? I don't think Tom Hanks is beating Will in the versus though. I can't.
He probably won't. He probably won't.
Leo? No.
Leo's beating everybody.
No. Leo ain't got enough movies that I remember. Wall Street is for sure up there though.
And I think that performance blows. I
don't know how good. I don't know how the dude was in real life. I really want to see a video or some shit of him, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like an interview how he was type. Cause that'll really you seen that one movie? What the fuck is that shit called? The one where they got the one that's about 9/11. the presidents and shit, and like how like what the fuck is his name? George Bush is in that movie, and there's some other dude that plays some other political figure in that movie. I don't know what the hell that movie is called, but it was just based on like how like the how 9/11 basically happened, like how there was like this big contract with like the military, and how they like were doing contracts with like this company who was making weapons and shit, and it had influence, and it was a whole bunch. It was some crazy shit. I don't know what the hell the movie is called, but it was some dude that played that played one of the CEOs of like the companies in the movie. And he had to gain like almost 200 pounds for that shit.
Oh shit!
And there was another dude in the movie who was playing George Bush. I gotta give you the. It's a good ass movie. I promise you, that movie is good as fuck.
Yeah, send me the link. I'll check it out.
It's based like some backdoor like conspiracy on like how 9/11 was basically like a whole like business strategy type shit, and it kind of like, yeah, bro. Did you know that like 2 days before 9/11 happened, like the Pentagon had a press, and I don't know what his position was. It's some senior authority position, whatever. But he basically told the press that there was like $2.3 trillion in government spending that was unaccounted for, like 2 days before 9/11 happened. And then like it's the part of the Pentagon where they like were doing like the accounting for like those funds is where like the plane hit in the Pentagon, like on 9/11 type shit. It's a whole.
Really?
I promise you gotta watch that movie. That shit is crazy, bro.
You a conspiracy theorist?
When it comes to certain shit like that, like I'm not like like you can't get me on some like little shit. It gotta make sense for me. Like it could be 2 and 2 gotta equal 4 before I start to try to add everything else up. Like it can't just start on some, oh, this might be the case. Like it gotta be like, I don't know. I gotta be like convinced to a certain point, and then I'm in until I'm not convinced.
I like rocking with some conspiracy theories.
I for sure think 9/11 was for sure
An inside job.
Yeah.
I think
Bro,
so.
every video that it's an inside job.
I think
bro.
so too.
It is.
And it just doesn't. It doesn't make sense why the president of this country would get that news and just sit there. Have you seen all those videos? How like he's sitting at the school getting ready to speak, and they come and whisper in his ear and tell him he don't move. He just sit there. That's strange. I think a bunch of stuff.
They got intel before that day even happened that it was gonna happen, and they didn't do nothing. The DEA, FBI, and CIA got like, you know how people be like calling in messages and shit like that. Like it was some shit like that. Like they called in like a threat saying they was gonna do it, and they didn't take the shit serious, and then that shit ended up happening. Like even the way the buildings dropped down was like, you could tell that was, bro, the videos that people were talking about how the shit is afterwards when you see like the aftermath, like the beams and shit, like the beams that are still in the ground that's coming out, they all like slanted. Like all the beams that like hold the building together, all them holes is slanted at the like cut like they were slanted, and that's usually what they do when they like break buildings down. They'll put like a because the dude was talking about in the video how they break down buildings. They'll go and put like dynamite diagonally inside of the metal beams so that when they explode it'll like fall down into itself and not like out of itself. And that's exactly how the building fell. And you see pictures in the aftermath of like when the shit fell, the beams that's sticking out the ground, them holes at the, you know, they cut slanted at the top of them, gang, not like or bent like that's they crazy. Fell over. Them hoes is cleanly cut. Like
have y'all watched a lot of them 9/11 docs? I watch them every year.
I feel like that's the one I'm most into for sure. 9/11 for sure. Was
bro,
like,
have you seen the ones where like they show like the first responders, like the paramedics, the firefighters, and the cops, like kind of like making a perimeter around the buildings that they're about to like go and like help out
before it?
No, like after the second plane hit, and it's like giving me goosebumps to even say it. Like they're standing there, and you just hear like out of nowhere, you just hear like a loud thump, and it's like somebody that jumped. They was like, I'm gonna jump.
Yeah. Damn.
And you hear it, and like all like the cops and everybody, they all know what it is, but nobody. It's so eerie, bro. They all know the sound that they just heard was a body, like somebody like jumped and took their life, and they all like stop and look at each other like, did you just hear what I heard? And you like see all like the sadness and pain in their face, like it shit is crazy. That shit is crazy, bro. I never forget. I was in eighth grade. When it happened? I was in 8th grade. Yep.
I don't know where the fuck I was young as hell.
I was in 8th grade. sitting in the morning eating cereal with my brother, watching CNN, waiting for, it was either CNN or C-SPAN, waiting for my mom to come back and take us to
But
school.
you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Like you seen the second plane?
Seen the second plane, yeah.
Crazy.
And I remember.
You couldn't believe it, huh? It was almost like
my brother had to.
really just happened?
I don't even know how my brother knew, but I had to. My brother was like trying to explain to me what the world. I just thought it was a skyscraper.
Yeah.
My brother, he was like, nah, like he was like, the World Trade Center is like where like our country does like most of like our big banking. I was like, oh, word? And then my mom came home and she was like rushing. She didn't even look at the TV. She's rushing. I was like, Mom, look, there's some planes flew into the. I didn't even know what it was called. I was like, and I waited for the ticker to come back to the World Trade Center. She was like, what? And like stopped and we all like watched it and then went to school and like
Everybody was.
everybody. And I remember my first class of the day, I had a piano class. And I remember we didn't even do no lessons. The teacher just left the TV on all morning. We just watched it. It was like no lessons all day. Every class we went to, that was what everybody was talking about.
It was. I remember I had a day in school like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Almost to the point where I had to think back, like, damn, was that 9/11? But it wasn't. It was like after we had watched like it was a movie but that shit was just so. Even watching like the movies that's after that, that came after that shit is still like, bro, that shit is still like, it still give you chills. That shit is crazy.
100%. Goodness gracious.
The show is a conspiracy, bro. I'm hooked in books. They got me. I'm in the rabbit hole.
I'm with you.
That shit was rigged. Oh God, there's too much information. That shit was rigged, bro. Fuck that.
I agree. I think that's a good spot to go ahead and get on up out of here. How y'all feeling? Yeah? Y'all good?
Hell yeah.
I was about to say anything on your heart and mind, but y'all been low-key. I was about to say y'all been low-key kind of quiet. Y'all woke it up a little bit. A good episode. I liked it. Y'all have fun?
Yeah.
Let's get on out of here, man. Ain't Got It Yet podcast, episode 56. I'm Michael Flix. That's Jasmine. That's Dion. We out.